probably like 2-3 hours in at this point.
Yep.
Got some good run. Had a good run so far. Stopped, have snacks, have lunch, hang out. Yeah, figure while we're having lunch, I discovered a new flavor of Mountain Dew. I don't know if this is one of those just not available in New York things, or it's just literally brand new yesterday or something. It's Baja Cabo Citrus, I want to say.
Nice.
Gonna do the first sip, see how it is.
First sip as the opening. Here's the mud. We've been out wheeling all day.
It tastes exactly like Love Wire. Not bad, not great.
Yeah. Well, that's where we are. We got some mud on the tires.
It does definitely have a hint of lime in it, I'll say that.
The lime.
It's just live wire with some lime.
Very nice.
I think if you're having like a taco or something, that'd be good.
Let's see how the Yukon is doing. Dirty.
Yep.
Us too. All right. Oh, we still really haven't had anybody start piling in yet. So
Yeah.
it takes a little while.
I'll check out my sweet unofficial Oddly Specific Films merch.
Unofficial.
Yep. You know you've made it when you have people pirating your merch. So, as you can see, the mud's kind of caked on right now.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, it's an off-roading trail. You're gonna get messy.
Yep. Check back for the car wash stream tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you gotta do this the second you get home, man.
I'll wash it tomorrow.
Gotta wash that undercarriage.
Yeah. Spray it down tomorrow.
Yeah. Can we get the GoPro mounted to the spray head?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've tried it before, actually.
Yeah.
It just gets covered in water and you can't really see anything.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Maybe you got it mounted further back on the tool. Yeah, of course. Oddly Specific Films, and the classic Oddly Specific POV. Anywho, while people are, well, I'm just going to wander around. You know, we came over there. There was like a little ditch you got to go through. I believe this is the bypass. Honestly, it looks very pretty. You know, I very much enjoy being out in nature. Not a big fan of off-roading vehicles, but I do enjoy going off-road on foot. Of course, we got our Merrill Moab 3s, the mid-rides. Get that ankle support. Here's another trail that runs parallel. You know, not much going on back there. Yeah, just some mud is what it is. Got Jaya says hi. And hi, Jaya. Just doing some nature walks. That mud does seem pretty deep. I'd be curious to see if Whittle Willie can get through. Oh, I'm ready. Going back to Whittle Willie. For those of you who are not aware, this is Whittle Willie. This is Chris's 2025 Jeep Wrangler Willys. For those of you just tuning in, we are in Rausch Creek Off-Roading Park. It's in Pennsylvania. It's about a 5-hour trip from where we were. You know where we are. GPS says 3.5, but you know that's never true.
All right, we're about to get back on the trail.
Jai says this does not seem safe. Well, I can assure you, Chris.
Pretty good so far.
Chris is definitely one of the off-roading drivers of all time.
So far.
Can you hold this for a sec?
Yep. We're starting up. Got it in 4 low. About to go do some more trails. Gia, how you doing? Gia, Leaf Speaker. That's our company here.
Going bumpy?
Yeah.
Well, before we take off, I would like some trail mix. Anyone else like some
Got a
trail
little
mix?
snack. I'm good, thanks.
I'll have some.
It's really good homemade trail mix.
Oh.
Little Jeep duckies. We haven't found anybody. There was one guy that had his whole dashboard full of Jeep duckies.
Yeah.
By so fast.
Got this sweet 3D printed Jeep duck, as well as the Santa duck that came from the dealership when he bought the trip. Uh-oh.
Now he's messing up the radios.
And that's why we don't keep the radio there.
Some people keep it like up here, like the trucker style.
It says, are you people from the South? Not to be stereotypical. No, we're actually
We're from the north.
suburbaners. We live on Long Island.
Long Island.
Instead, we drove out here for the weekend. Yeah. Ooh. Coming up on some rocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rock crawling in the willies.
Yep. Widow Willie is getting his fucks on. Say, Chris, do you have protection sign on your phone? Well, a little side shot.
It's worth it for the live stream.
Yep.
Shots.
Well, now that you're a YouTube partner, you can pay.
Hey, by the way, shout out to all my fans. Yeah, we just started the fan club. I know I got Babingus Cinematic Hub as a fan. Actually, he's a member of the family. The Babingus Cinematic Hub is a member of the Oddly Specific family, Tier 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Pays a full $2 a month for that.
We got Dean. He's back. What up, Dean?
Hey,
You find
Dean.
a charger for your phone?
Dean's here with us.
Yep. Right now, we got the Sunrider rooftop open up. Yes.
Get
So
my
the
caffeine fix.
C4 Mango Foxtrot. Personally, I'm a big fan of their popsicle flavor ones, particularly the blue and red ones, especially since Costco has a really good deal on them. I'm still a little upset that C4 discontinued the cherry limeade. That, in my opinion, was the peak one. Dean says cool.
Yeah, we're going over some rocks.
Oh boy. So one nice thing about this Sunrider top is we can just pop it open and hold the phone out. Oh jeez. It'll be great content if I lose control of the phone and it flies at the side,
Yeah.
especially if you run it over.
That would in fact be content.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like we're coming up to a steep hill here. I'm glad it's nicer out now. It's actually pretty nice out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, got a little flex in there.
Is it Rausch's Creek? Dean wants to know how bumpy it is.
It is
Oh.
very bumpy, Dean.
Oh.
You gotta-
Guide me from the back and see if I'm gonna rip my rear end out over this bump. I'm gonna try to straddle it.
Yeah. Alright, he wants you to get out, Tyler.
I just like guide from the back.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he did.
I mean,
There. Oh,
yeah,
look.
you see.
You're looking good right now. Keep going, keep going. Your suspension's clear. Back bumper, you got plenty of room.
Oh, we're anyway.
Yeah, you're not even close.
Oh, sorry, we didn't get that on film. Had to... Going down. Actually, yeah, let me hold it up.
Get the Toyota gang in front of us.
So,
You just crossed the whole river.
so Dean, to answer your first question, how bumpy is it?
It's very bumpy.
Very, very bumpy. To give you an accurate representation, as what is the other car? That is a GMC Yukon. You know,
I'm
Chevy
tearing up
Suburban.
tearing up my ball joints.
They're pulling up.
Looks like they're on a break at the Toyota group.
Is that a Rivian? No way.
Well, if there's going to be a Cybertruck here, it might be with that guy.
Considered a JK.
That was a
Mine's
JL.
a JL.
JL.
That is a JK killer to the left.
It's the Joker, baby. Ah.
Oh, yeah, that does not look like a good idea.
Yeah. Hey, it's a Rivian. I can't believe there's an electric truck that can actually do truck stuff.
What'd be really cool is if you see a golf country out here.
Yeah. For those of you who've been following the stream, we got a little bingo card going on. You know.
I think a Rivian's close enough, you know. That you got
Well, here's the thing. The Rivian is an actual truck that can do truck stuff.
Oh, wow. The Range Rovers, Land Rovers, whatever.
I got a whole crew.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. See our friends in the Toyota?
I guess you should leave because I messed up.
What is he doing? You gonna grab the or was he back? Oh, get it back up.
Oh, that's the end. Okay.
It's so over.
It's Jover.
It's Jover. Oh, let's see. Is he going first? He's going first. I mean, I'm kind of comfortable holding the phone like this, so I wouldn't film like this for a minute. I want to tap. Oh, so took me about an hour to find your stream. Well, Dean, that's because we actually took a break.
Yeah, we let the phone charge up and took a little break.
Yeah, we're happy to have you back, though. Is that a parking lot? It might be. I think that's just one of those little areas here you can pull off. You know, you don't want to go 6 hours nonstop. You know, take a break, have a snack, stretch your legs. I do believe there is also camping here, so that might be a camping spot.
Yeah, I think there was just people hanging out.
Just chilling with the boys. Chris is locking his diff. So, for those of you just tuning in, we're in Rausch Creek, the off-roading park, and Chris's Jeep Willys. It's been a somewhat eventful day. You know, I'm impressed to see an electric vehicle at all here. I'm still wondering if we'll see a Cybertruck. You know, I heard Chris he's a big fan of the Cybertruck.
It's green, but a little hairy up here.
It'll be fine.
I'm not worried. I'm just gonna power through it.
Is that mud or just? Say, Chris, I know you wanted to rent a Cybertruck for the day, so you can pick up a chair for your bedroom, right? Yeah. Oh, see, I got some flex up ahead. Dean, I'll get back to the questions in a minute. I think Chris needs to focus. Use all 5 brains. Oh, and he's slipping. Oh. Oh, that didn't sound too great. Chris, you want me to get out and record it?
Sure, why not?
Alrighty.
Shoot a rock at you, did I?
Didn't feel anything. All right, so there's a safe spot if you want to go. I know Chris is gonna go for the challenge. But Chris, there is a bypass if you get stuck. See, folks, this is why it's beneficial to have a smaller off-roading vehicle, such as a Wrangler, compared to that Yukon, because you saw the peril he was in, whereas Chris is just rolling right through it. Yep.
Because this is really my first time using this for these technical sections. I'm still getting a feel for it.
Yep. You're gonna have to enunciate more.
Since this is my first time really doing these technical trails, I'm still getting used to what it's really capable of.
Yeah. I will say.
And then there's also the level of what the Jeep can do and what I'm willing to do to my daily driver that I need to drive home 300 miles.
Anyway, Dean, I hope that kind of demonstrates on how it handles rough terrain. You know, like I said, that Yukon is struggling at certain points. Obviously had a lot of flex. It does help a lot. You know, one of the things I will say is very impressive about the two-door is it has a extremely tight turning radius. You know, almost like I would say it's the same, if not smaller, as my Golf. See that squish in the tires. Yep. Give him a push. He's only got 285 horsepower. Oh, he's bouncing a little. He's bouncing. Oh, get into some rough terrain. I'd say it's close. Maybe hit it with climb up on it. Pull left. Driver. Turn a little more left. Let the car roll back a bit. All right. I think if you turn the wheel to the left a little more. Yeah. And then, all right, you're pulling up on it. Maybe a little more to the left and just go. That was a little close, but you didn't scrape. All right. Dean's asking, do the big tires help? Definitely. So there are two main things you got to consider. You know, ground clearance and depth. You know, obviously the ground clearance aspect of it, you know, pretty obvious. One thing I will say before you get out, they're checking the depth.
Yeah, I want to see.
Oh, well, I was gonna interview you.
Oh, let me see what the.
All right. But yeah. So just as a comparison, I don't know off the top of my head. We'll say 33, 35s. These ones are a little chunkier, maybe 37s. So when we went to Wharton with our friend who has one of the new Broncos and a friend who's got a, I want to say, High Tide Wrangler. The High Tide was there was a section that was muddy and just nasty. The High Tide was the only one that was able to make it through. you know, the Willys and the Bronco both bottomed out. You know, the extra, you know, I guess the extra 2 inches on the diameter definitely helped. You know, it's just that little bit that helped me get through. Once again, you know, it's a tool for a job. You know, it depends on what you really need it to do. You know, if you absolutely need to get through the deepest puddles, you know, a big lift kit and some fat tires are going to help. I would say if you're really doing stuff like that, you know, it's going to cost you. You know, everything's a trade-off. You know, one thing will be ride comfort and just general noise, and you know, don't want to get that dreaded death wobble. Check out in the woods. What was interesting is I saw a deer walking on its hind legs before. I don't know what that was about. But you never know out here. Oh, can't cross those lines or we're trespassing. Yeah, it's just, bro, what? I don't know. I'm just yapping. They're trying to figure out if they can make it across that pond.
Watches. AI.
Oh.
Ask AI. Send a picture to AI of your truck and this.
Yeah, they're just yapping at this point. Oh, we're going. You want me to get across to the other side first? All right.
If it when I'm passing Tyler, if it goes up past like the halfway on my wheel, tell me to stop.
Yeah.
Don't move up because if I got to, I'm gonna gun it. Did you take my phone too? Double video it?
That's not going to end well.
Yeah, it's recording now.
All right. All right. Now, very important whenever you're filming off-road stuff, get as far out of the way as possible, you know, because especially something like this, I know he's just going to end up sending it and I'm going to get wet. All right. Well, he should probably move up some more. All right, now move up more so if Chris has to punch it, he
Got
can.
It was easy.
Am I getting my wonderful hiking boots all messy? All right. Anywho. I mean, I think you'll be fine if you go slow. It's not a super steep drop, but it's decent, and there's a kind of a loose rock in front of it. Yeah. I think you're fine. Yeah. fine. Angelica, could you take this, please? I want to get dirty, my muddy boots.
Oh, well, this looks especially technical here.
Should I just stay outside?
Well, I guess walk up and let's see.
All right, yeah, I'll just stay out. Unfortunately,
How's the stream doing?
they're good. We got some questions.
Oh, nice.
But if we're going to be doing all this stuff, I'll have to ask later. So, folks, keep sending your questions. We'll ask Chris later. We're at a very technical section. We need all 5 brain cells. So, yep, I'm just spotting. We're going 11 green, correct? Can you believe this guy has me go all the way up here just to get out of a car? Anyway, how did he do that? Pure, unadulterated driving skill.
Yeah, the right path is one.
Looks very rocky down this side, or it's very muddy down this side. Anywho. Coming up, doing some crawling. Very muddy, or at least so far, it's probably the muddiest we've been. Can we get a shout out to Bubba Bingus Cinematic Hub? Oh. A lot of flex there. Dean, we're just going around the Rausch Creek Park. It's in Pennsylvania. I think it's not too far from Hershey. And now we're about 20 miles from Lancaster, I want to say, maybe 30. Yeah. If you're looking to just get it, dip your toes in, Wharton State Park in New Jersey is definitely a good introduction. It's I think your best bet would just be pull this way. Yeah, just completely avoid that. Well, that one right there, because that one I could see you bottoming out on. So that's what I'm saying, just pull. Yeah. So. To what, reverse? That's about it.
You're saying go right.
Yes. Uh-oh.
I need a little bit more active body. That's a really big rock.
I'm gonna have to put the phone down then. Here. Take the phone, put it.
Yeah, just hold that, please. Here, let me get out and look at it.
So right now it looks like skipping on the rock that's right below your. But I think if you just kind of give it some beams, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, I think.
Is there anything blocking on this side? Oh, well, I got that big one. That's the one I was getting hung up on, right? That's what I was getting hung up on? So I gotta go back further and then get my back wheel up on that bump to my right.
Well, that one, I don't know.
I'll clear it because I'll gain elevation when I move on that rock.
Well, I'm saying what might work is when you back up, just pull more to the left so you're not even touching that rock and then cut. Yeah.
Are you calling me on the radio?
So go left and go right.
Yep, go left, and once your wheel gets past this, I'll call it out, you just call right.
All right. There's a lot of mud here because I'm going to be spinning because I'm almost out of grip.
Hey, let it roll back a bit. All right, good. All right, and pull left. Right, cut right.
Perfect.
You're bumping up a little rock, but you should be fine.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Let me go back to filming.
All right. Oh, he's a coward. How expensive was it? Don't quote me, I'll ask him later, but I want to say like 40 to 50. I know he got a like 35 trade-in with his Scat Pack. We're getting friends. Just go. Yeah, you should clear that rock. I believe you can clear that rock. Yeah, I'll get in later. Let's get out of their way. All right, Chris, hold up. Go quickly. All right, go. Don't want to block the rest of the groups doing their off-roading. Yes, Doug, we are doing some off-roading at Rausch Creek Off-Roading Park. Anyway, just go back in the chat for a bit, or once we get past this.
Do we want to try to let these guys pass us?
Yeah, I think we should try to let them.
Yes.
I'll look for someplace I can pull over.
Anywho, so going back in the chat, I guess we'll. Yes. Dean wants to know what your dream car is.
My dream car?
Yeah.
Overall dream car? Maybe like a Dodge Ram SRT10. The 2-door.
Yeah. Any specific reason?
It's just the coolest truck ever made.
All right.
Potentially the coolest vehicle ever made. V10, rear-wheel drives. You get the 2-door, it's an manual one.
Ooh.
Bright red, sport truck. 3-seater because the center first bench seat or whatever. And then when you fold the seat up, there's a subwoofer in the center.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Breadman says Hellcat swap it.
No, that'd be an L. You get an 8-liter V10 in that.
No, he's talking about your Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now, I don't think the V8 would help much.
Oh. Oh. Dean says he went to Dollywood a few days ago. That's pretty cool. Big fan of Dolly Parton.
Am I a big fan?
Are you a fan of Dolly Parton?
I would say neutral.
Yeah. Doug says, what are we doing? We're off-roading.
We are off-roading, Doug.
And Dean says his is a Porsche 911. And actually, we saw on the live stream last night, there was somebody driving a 911 Spider through the Brooklyn.
Downtown Manhattan, actually, yeah.
Uh-oh, he's backing up because he's pulling off maybe. Yeah. I also did see a GT3, which was pretty sweet. I guess we're pulling off there for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Dean, any specific model or, I guess a variant?
Can you power your way up this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. See, this would be where having a Hellcat might give you an advantage. All that torque.
I guess he's made no trouble probably not.
So, do we know where we are?
Barely. I'm just following you in.
Do you know where you're going?
That's really cool.
Yes, this is Power Line Road. If you look up, there are the power lines, and it runs right along this road and leads us back to where we came in.
Copy that.
Both sides are green, so we can just take our time.
I'd say it's impressive seeing Range Rovers being
Yep.
out that
Yeah.
road. The other ones are
Yep.
very well equipped for this.
I'm gonna channel surf, see if I can say hi to the others.
Nice. Oh yeah, so what were some of the questions that were on the stream? Was it just the dream car stuff?
That was the more generic, actually.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just pull your arm in. I want to get. It's a Rivian actually doing some off-roading. It's pretty sweet. Not a lot of electric trucks can actually go off-roading. Do you guys want to be on stream? Yeah. It's pretty sweet to see a Rivian out here. Love the color too. Yeah.
We made a friend. We can cross that up.
We made a friend. I don't think we had a full bingo card made up, but I think the only one left is Trader trade some ducks.
Well, anyway, back to the. We still got people watching.
Yep. Actually, yeah. Dean asked what my dream car is. That is a good question. You know, I was yapping about it on stream last night. I would say, just right off the bat, a Camaro ZL1, just because I really enjoy the styling of it. I would say that's, you know, my dream car that I think could be attainable. You know, I do like the Toyota Supras, but, you know, if we're dreaming, might as well dream big. And I think the ZL1 is just such an impressive vehicle, and it's just very aggressive, and I love the way it looks. Let's flip back to this. I'd say if we're going absolutely crazy, a Koenigsegg Jesko. You know, those things are just absolutely insane, and I love them. But I'd say if for a dream car that I could reasonably get, it would be a Camaro ZL1. Its other dream car is a Lambo. Any particular ones? I definitely like the I think it was an Aventador SVJ, you know, by that stereo shop once, and that was
Pretty sweet.
oh, amazing.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, now that I'm not so concentrated on the trail because it's easier, I can give a more detailed answer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Ram SRT10, the two-door, is probably the coolest vehicle ever made in my opinion, because it's the most silly and also reasonably fast for its time, the 500 horsepower. But it's just so cool, I think, the fact that they put an 8-liter Viper engine in it.
Yeah.
For like realistic dream cars, because I mean it's not that expensive, but you can't actually use that because it gets like 6 miles to the gallon. I've already had a Mustang and a Challenger 392, and I really wanted to experience having a 4x4 for a while. So honestly, it was either between this and a Bronco. So, because I really wanted a two-door, I really wanted a manual one, and I got that. So, and also not a boring color. So I settled on the bright blue.
I do like it.
Yeah. I also like the lime green, but they didn't have any that I could find. So
You know,
I
actually,
had the blue.
getting back to the Camaros, that's something that is more obtainable. You know, the Camaro SS with the Win LA package.
Yes.
They also come with what I call tennis ball green, and it's very gaudy, but I just love it so much.
I think that Camaro in this blue, the same blue that my
Oh,
Jeep is,
yeah.
it looks amazing. I think that's the best color for it.
Yeah, like I remember they had the during the Le Mans they entered a Camaro. You know,
Oh, I saw it. Yeah,
that one was beautiful. Oh. Anyway, we got some Coors Light. Where is this?
Yeah, Rausch Creek. Pennsylvania somewhere.
I was gonna say, if this is the official Coors Light YouTube, hit them up. It's for a sponsorship.
Shout out
I see a couple cars way up ahead, but I can't tell if they're on our road or their road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
So we'll find out when we get there.
Yep.
Let's see, any other comments in the
Nothing yet. We got 4 viewers and 4 likes. You know, just chilling right now.
chill off-road vibes?
Yeah. I'm sure everyone loves the shaking.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yep.
That is a true-to-life experience
Yep.
right now.
Let it be known. I'm gonna do some magic.
Just be careful when you put it in there, because sometimes it hits the camera button,
Yeah, I got you.
and it might close the screen.
This ball joint. There we go. Okay, yes, it is a ball joint. Beautiful. All right, folks, I'm gonna have to put you down for a sec. Yeah, that would break. Setting up a better angle to yap.
Ordered a Yappuccino.
Yeah. The yap mount.
By the way, guys, shout out to Printed Performance for filming today. It's Tyler's business.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Without him, you guys would be watching nothing but GoPro footage later.
It's a pretty decent setup.
Yeah, right. Not too shabby.
Well, although this joint right here doesn't have anything. Oh, okay, I see. Just brace it off my arm. Dean says, my third dream car would be a McLaren P1 with a V12. The P1s are very nice. I very much enjoy the way they look. And from watching them, they're very impressive. I can't remember if that was the V12 hybrid or was that the... No, the McLaren Senna, that was just all engine. I think the P1 has the hybrid, which is pretty sweet. Doug wants to know, what's the benefit of driving through the woods and wrecking your car?
All for fun, Dean.
Yep.
Or who was that? That was Dean asking.
No, that was Doug asking.
Oh, Doug.
Dean's a big fan of off-roading.
Doug, it's all for fun.
Yep.
We actually haven't damaged anything, so
Yep.
you can do it without breaking stuff.
Yep. I mean, in my opinion,
Jeep steering wheel right now.
a lot of it. At the point you're breaking stuff, you're probably doing something extremely
Stupid.
Yeah.
And hard.
I'll say, like, this has definitely been a very reasonable trail. I would say if there's a more there's definitely more difficult trails.
Yeah.
We got a quote from Mrs. POV. Good question, Doug. This isn't fun.
Shout out Mrs. POV for being on the stream. Appreciate the support.
Doug says, hope you don't get a flat tire. Well, luckily, we have a full-size spare.
Yeah.
The real question is, are we going to tip over? Doug wants to know if we could take a 1998 Chevrolet Impala on this trail.
You're welcome to try.
Tell you what, Doug.
I think they'll let you in.
Yep. If you want to do that, go right ahead. Let us know. We'll film it. Yes. Pulling over. Got some.
I don't want to get too close to the ditch over there.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it just zoomed in on my face?
No, it's actually really pretty. No, it's a pretty good shot. Oh, sweet. Some friends. Hey-o. Oh, they got the Bayo fangs.
Oh, that's a really nice FJ Cruiser.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hello.
I'm just waiting for the people to go past. I don't know if there's one more.
Turn that camera to the front. We're watching the poor guy get all bounced around in his seat. Well, that's the point.
Yeah. Actually, if anything, I'm getting cooked in the sun right now. The sun's out in full force. I might have to close that roof soon.
Oh, I got a mosquito.
Let's see what your dad's waiting for. Is there more people coming? I just see the back of a Yukon right now.
Are there more people?
Yep, there's two coming.
Who's the person on the radio? Dean's asking.
That is the Chris Nova. You can find him on Instagram.
If he ever posts.
Yeah. He's our off-road partner today.
Yeah.
If you come to Rausch, you need at least 2 vehicles, so...
Oh.
More like 4.
That's fine. Bros. I for one would absolutely love to get an endorsement from C4. If they want to send us some crates for review, share on the trail, I would absolutely love. More importantly, bring back the cherry limeade flavor.
Yeah. Well, today they had some FJ Cruiser meetup or something.
Yeah.
So that's why there's so many FJs around. It's pretty cool to see.
Thank you.
Probably about half the FJs in the state right here, if I had to guess. Lots of really nice ones, though. Trail teams. If they had the same color roof, that means they're the Trail Team Special Edition.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm a FJ Cruiser appreciator. I wouldn't say a super fan, but If they actually still made them, I would have considered buying one. But they stopped making them like 2014, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really cool.
What's coming up? Oh, hold up. I'm not going to see it.
That is really cool.
Yep. That's pretty sweet. Actually, it's not a bad angle. FJ Cruisers are expensive these days. Yes, they are.
They really are. They held their value a lot.
Yep. And
They are very cool. I wish they still made them. I would strongly consider getting one.
yeah. I'm going to say this is actually a pretty good angle for when you do the MPG test streams.
I'm guessing you just see me a little bit and then a little bit in the front.
Yeah. Bye, Dean. Hope you enjoyed
See you
yourself.
later, Dean.
Mm.
Lots of cool stuff out today.
Yeah. So.
You guys didn't know where my 2025 Jeep Willys, 4,000 miles on it.
Yep.
Out here.
KW said hi. Hi, KW. We're out here doing some off-roading
Yep.
at Rausch Creek Off-Roading Park.
Let's see how many viewers we got. I might do a little tease for my next video.
Oh, you got one right now.
That's it? Dang.
It's Soji over.
Well, we had a good stream. Nobody joined.
Mm-hmm. No. Have I seen the Harrison Ford commercial? I believe I have.
I had no idea.
I mean, I'll be honest, not too much to write home about. I mean, it's cool seeing Harrison Ford. You know, I appreciate him as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously, you got the classics.
What commercial is it?
Not him driving a Jeep.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he at Rausch Creek?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
You know, I don't think you can really appreciate the misery of being in the passenger seat right now.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip the phone around. Actually, let's see if I can flip the camera. Just kind of get a reference for all the folks out there. Oh, that joint doesn't bend that way, does it? For all the folks out there wondering what it's actually like being in an off-roading vehicle, it's about 6 hours of this.
There's grab handles though.
Oh, I would never. Yeah. Got two people right now. Let's see if I can angle this a little more. I just got a pretty good view of the rear view mirror. Actually, nice shot.
Is my GoPro still on the side?
It is. You know, just chilling.
Probably about out of battery now.
Red light's still flashing, so
nice.
it's not dead.
Still going.
Let's say some giggling going on. You know what? Oh.
What, sweetie? We are on the way back, technically. It probably will be time to, yeah, by the time we get back.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, now we're past the halfway point heading back, so. Once we get back to the base, we'll probably call it a day.
Let's say, are you gonna get a copyright strike if I have music on my phone?
Probably.
So probably send the. All right, so then I'll mute it. Just pick out a song.
If nobody's still in there, you can end the stream.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some folks. I'll say give it till the hour mark. If we don't get any more visitors, we'll...
Yeah. And shout out to everybody watching. We're off-roading in Rausch Creek right now.
Yeah.
I will say it's impressive how fast that other group made it through here. I would think you'd want to go slow over this stuff.
Yeah. Says I have 5G and it's loading, but it won't let me add it to my story.
I don't know what that was. What was it?
The noise or the
Yeah.
on my phone?
Oh, I thought I heard somebody talking.
Yeah, that was on my phone. I will say it's quite. Oh, actually, the stream's picking it back up. So, for those of you just joining, we're at Rausch Creek Off-Roading Park. Just change the view for a bit. And actually, this doesn't look not bad an angle.
Does it pick up the Yukon in the front?
No, I haven't tilted around. But for those of you just joining, we're at Rausch Creek Off-Roading Park, going off-roading. Chris's 2025 Jeep Wrangler Willys. Whittle Willie. Let me see.
In fact, in a Whittle Willie.
Yep.
We're going rock crawling.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is actually use the selfie cam. That way we can still read chat.
Nice.
But, I got this little Jeep duck that I printed for him. Follow me on Instagram, Printed Performance Airsoft.
This is very scenic.
Yeah.
Climbing up a mountain. That's a pretty big rock. I'm trying to drive over it.
Yeah, you should be fine. Well, maybe you'll snap drive.
What was that?
Said, who knows? Maybe you will snap drive shaft today.
Well, that's why you got to be careful with the throttle.
Yeah.
If you are in 4 low, you're sending 3 times as much.
GoPro just died.
You're sending 3 times as much torque through the drivetrain.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to be careful with your throttle.
Yeah.
Really, giving it too much beans and landing on it are the only ways to really break your drive shafts. So.
Yep.
And they're fairly high up and well protected, so you got to be doing something a little bit crazy to.
Indeed. It definitely cleared up. The sky cleared up a lot.
Yeah, it was very nice out. I gotta say, it's impressive how
we might have gone around this the wrong direction. Look forward. It's like straight up.
Do we gotta turn around up there?
We'll be up in a minute. Oh, you stalled? Yeah, that was on my bingo card.
Me going up.
Okay. Well, add that to the bingo card. Chris stalled out. I mean, if possible, I would imagine it's more pleasant to go up than down. Anyway, we got some,
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't look at this and think that this is a green trail, but I guess here we are.
Anyway. I know he wants me to film, but I'm almost thinking I should go up there just to make sure no one comes flying through.
Yeah. Well, are we still on the right trail? Is a good question.
Indeed.
Because that does look steep. And we could still turn around, so... Oh, and it's rocky. I'm gonna say we should turn around.
Or are you just gonna go out? Anyway. Yeah, so we may be the maybe the wrong way around. Pop the clamps. So for those of you just tuning in, we're at Rausch Creek doing some off-roading. It's possible we went the wrong way. So if getting lost was on your bingo card, we definitely did that. I mean, that looks doable. A little steep at the top, but Chris doesn't seem too excited to do it. Anywho, I'm gonna close up stream for now. Let them figure it out. Have a nice day, and wash your hands.